tonight, just to give a little doing this particular talk. And so those who are here, thank you for joining me. Hope you are having a wonderful weekend. I can't believe it. We are uh, halfway through May. This is crazy. Time is just moving entirely too fast. I don't know what is going on. But thank you for joining me. Hey, Be Blessed. Hey, Trina. Hey, Julie. Hey, KS. Thanks for joining me tonight. I know I'm going to do this Saturday night, but I usually try not to because I think you guys are out. So I don't know if you're out. Maybe you're not out. And maybe you want to hear this talk with me. Cause sometime I'm gonna talk about y'all. Say y'all want some sex information, you gonna get it, John and Cheryl. Y'all gonna get it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing this talk. So thank you for those who are just joining me. I'm Love Dr. Pamela. I help you find love, get love, keep love, enhance the love that you're in, and I give you ideas and solutions to your relationships. If you're single, dating, married, or just in a relationship, okay? And that's what I do. I help you understand about relationships and love, right, Ginger? Sharon, hey, Kimberly. So I do that because a lot of time there's a lot of relationship experts out here who talk, but they just talk, and they talk about mainly one side, to my opinion, and it's always trying to convince women what men want, and not per se really truly helping with self understanding. I'm doing this talk because I was talking to a good friend of mine today, and we were talking about the case that is going on with Diddy, right? And she's asking me the question as to, did I feel like it was going to be a level of him doing time? Now, in my opinion, we're dealing with fetishes, and this is why I'm doing the talk about the type of fetishes. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I hope you'll get some understanding. I'm gonna give you some types of fetishes so that you can understand what they are and what it's about. And that's pretty much right now. And I'm not discounting anything he has done. What we talked about is what has been shown right now. And what has been shown right now is that he has been in a relationship of fetishes, okay? And he has various types of desires. Does that mean that's criminal? No. So there's a lot of people out here who have fetishes. And those fetishes have been going on for centuries. This is nothing new. This has been going on for years and thousands of years. So if you don't understand about sex or don't have a conversation about sex, then you don't understand fetishes. So you don't understand what's out there going in the world. And that's what I do. I try to give you some information that's going to help you understand what is really truly going on. I'm talking about this case because right now, in my opinion, based on what I see, the case is mainly right now about his fetishes. Okay, so let's first go into some types of fetishes. Then I'll give you my opinion on the Diddy case as to what I'm saying. Those various fetishes have been shown. Okay, so let's get some clarity on that. And I think most of you know, hey, about this in people on type of fetishes, and I'm gonna give you the names, and then I'm gonna try to tell you why people like it. I'm gonna try to tell you, you know how I do it. I give you the con, I give you the pros, and if it's something you want to do, I give you the solution of why it's okay. That's just my opinion, okay? Hey, Carl, hey, John. Yes, I'm back live. I'm going to start going live, and we're gonna have a great summer. Watch this. We're gonna have a great summer. Carl Simmons, we're gonna have a great summer. So I'm talking about the fetish because Diddy's case right now is based on fetishes. Okay. Um, and I'm going to tell you some of the fetishes, and I'm going to try to help you understand about fetishes if you do not. Hopefully you do. And I'll explain why, right? Okay. So I'm trying to decide, do I talk about the case first? I think I need to talk about the case first, and then I'll explain you the very. Let's do that. Okay. Because then I want you guys to give me your have something to say. If you got a statement to say it. Okay. So let's talk about that for a second. Now look, if you don't know about swinging, do you know about swinging? Okay. So those who don't know what a swinger is. So a swinger is a person that likes to switch partners. And in them switching partners, some will switch their mate with another mate. And then they will either view the mate in the act of sex or in the act of some form of intimacy as they are watching. Okay, are you with me? Or they may engage in the switch off of an act of intimacy or sex with a person that they see within that swinging party. That's called swingers. Okay, we with me? Okay, those are swingers. Now let's talk about orgies. Orgies is when a multitude of people are at a party and they're all together and they are in the same room and they engage in various types of sex acts. Okay? They do all kinds of things. They have whatever fun they want to create, they create their fun so everybody have fun who enjoy orgies. And they may switch with each other. They may engage with each other, or they may just watch and enjoy whoever they're enjoying with at the time, but everybody's in the room at the same time. Got it? That's an orgy, right? Okay. So we're dealing with swingers, orgies. Now let's talk about nude camps, nudists. I don't know if you've ever been to a nude camp. If you have, try it. It's nothing. It's not going to harm you. If you go to the first time, you don't necessarily have to take off your clothes. You can, you know, go if it's your first time. If it's your first time, you get one time to stay in clothes. Next time, you got to get naked. So do not go if this is not your world. Now, a lot of you know about that. You go to those type of camps and they have parties, they have events, they get together. And then as the evening progresses, they go to it's a similar of a club, and they're all in the somewhat club, and parts of the club have rooms where they are maybe dancing. They may just be at the bar. They may just be walking, but they're all nude. Okay? You can't go in there if you're not going to be nude. Okay? That's the nudist camp, nudist location. So I've given you so far 3 types of activities that take place out in this world of sexual situations. We'll just say that. How about that? Now, if you're not a person that do not like those kind of things, you don't have to be a part of it. Don't be a part of it. These are things that exist out here in the world, and there's many other things that exist, okay? I'm only giving you a mainly of what really is going on based on the Diddy case. I'm trying to tell you these things based on the Diddy case, okay? Now, Diddy's case that Cassie brought about involve swinging and orgies. Okay. She's explaining what she has explained is the things that he desires. Now, that is a form of fetish or desire that a person likes to engage in. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it because that's what they enjoy and that's why these things exist. At this present time, in my opinion, is that a criminal case? Is that criminal? No, because that is an act of sex or a desire that he engaged in, that he did with people who wanted to be a part of it. Now, as the case go on, we'll talk about that down the road. But presently, to me, it's not, what he's doing is not criminal. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and some of you might get mad at me. I don't care. Y'all be all right. This is the stuff that Hugh Hefner did, and I'm gonna say it. I mean, I can say that because that's what he did. He had these types of parties. You understand? So I'm kind of confused why nobody did anything when Hugh was having all these kind of parties. But it's a problem when Diddy had the party. Okay? Now, outside of whatever else he did is not right. We're not talking about the abuse. We're not talking about I don't know if he's done any human trafficking. I don't know if he's had underage girls. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about right now his fetish. And what I'm saying is those type of parties that he had were the same type of parties Hugh Hefner had. And Hugh Hefner, quiet as a cat, was getting young girls from different states and bringing them to California. So if you want to talk about sex trafficking, that's what he was doing. Because by the time he saw the girl was 16, 17 years old. And he was bringing her to California. So I'm confused. Somebody talk to me, because I'm giving you opinion, what I believe, and this is exactly what has been existing for years. Okay? Now, let's talk about some fetishes. Let's talk about that real quick. Some of these fetishes so y'all can understand. And most of you know about foot fetishes, right? Everybody mostly know about foot fetish. That stuff really exists. So what does a foot fetish like? They like the admiration of your toes. It's mostly the toes. They like the admirations of that. It could be the natural, what you call it, the foot, the feet. It's just the way it's shaped that arouses you. Okay, that rouses that person. It's like a sensory appeal. It's like it appeals to the person to look at your feet. Now, the thing with that is when a person has a foot fetish, there's things that they do. Okay, they use your feet for their desires or intimacy. Okay, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use your feet for the desire intimacy. I'm not gonna go straight too much in detail, but I'll give you a few things. Like they may put their toes in their mouth, or they may use your feet to penetrate their penis. They may use your feet to arouse their body. You get it? Okay. So we now understand how it becomes and desire in the intimate side. Okay. Then let's talk about role play. You have fetishes of role play, meaning some people like to deal with the dynamics of power. Like they want to have power over you. They want to explore fantasies, meaning they may wear an outfit that they like to see you in and want to desire you based on how you're looking, your hair, your clothes, whatever you're wearing, that is, and then they want to switch up and they may have on some type of outfit or clothes so that you can enjoy a role play with them, like a teacher to a student. Got it? Or or a court reporter to the judge. You got me? So those little different little things you may switch off and change up. Okay. Another one is age play, which is did I do that as when I was a phone sex operator? I used to be a phone sex operator, and I had to learn these things. Understand? I learned these things because that was part of my study in becoming a loveologist. I had to learn everything about these types of things that people desire. Okay, and phone sex operator involves a lot of role playing, and you uh, sometimes end up talking to somebody that wants you to be a certain age, and that's called age play. So I would have to act like a little girl. And the heartening part about it is that person on the other end of that call could have some form of desire, fetish, or what we want to say now, which is not really a good thing. You want to, some people want to say it's not, because they want you to act like you are a little girl. And so some things that's just not appropriate. But because it's a phone and it's a sex phone call, then you can be what you want them to be. Got it? The other one is, I would say, sensor play. It's more like wax on your body, ice on your body, feathers, playing with feathers on your body, in your ear, just doing more of a sensation, using some kind of products. They always want to do, and understand these things I'm telling you about, the person always want to engage in the act of what I'm talking to you about, okay? This is why it's called a fetish. It's something they want to do all the time. And this is why I said to you guys, you gotta talk. You gotta talk to your mate. You'll be surprised how most people have a fetish. And you won't know if you don't have the conversation. And that's one of the talks I just did the other day about having communicating through the phone. And let's really truly talk about our desires and our like. And let me hear your voice and let us really talk. But y'all so into the texting. You remember I talked about that. You're so busy texting. And so I just really feel like it's very, very important that you have a conversation about your desires, because a fetish matters. Because you have people, not only the sensory play that I explained to you, you have when you're messing with somebody's ear, they like to do that all the time. They might rub your arm all the time. Those are forms of fetishes. You got me? And it makes a person either relax, feel good, it may take stress off. Fetishes fulfill a person's, they believe, lack of desire that they desire. Okay? Now, I think I'm gonna give you one more. I don't too much care for this one, but we call it the furries. And this involves animal interest, which it is a fetish. And some have to do with, i.e., either the fantasy of the animal, the identity of it. Some could be the expression. Some can just take it over the top. I'm not gonna go too much detail in that. And I'm saying animal and not giving you big words about what they are. Because sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, I may not say the word right. So if I can't say it right, I'm not gonna tell you. Because I may not, you know how you get stuck on some word, you get tongue twisted. Well, that's me. So we're gonna leave all that alone, so I don't even have to go through that drama and saying a word that's not right. Like I'm like an exhibitionist, right? That is a fetish. Okay, that's somebody that what Diddy did. Okay, we get to the point. And it's called not just exhibition, it's exhibitionism. Most of these words are going to have ism at the end, okay? That was what Diddy like, okay? That's a person watching others. Got it? So he would sit and watch Cassie perform her act of sex or whatever he wants to see with someone else. Okay. And that sometimes is what we call the swinger. But he is considered an exhibitionism. He has the fetish of that. Is that criminal? No. Okay. Um, they claim some things, people, and this is what he had an issue with, was the fear of exposure of your desires and your fetish. Because sometimes people think some fetishes are just over the top. You got me? Some people just think it's just a little too much to take on. You got me? So his, but the way Cassie is telling the story, it seems as though it's over the top. Got me? She's sensationalizing. And I'm not downplaying what she experienced because she was a part of it. You got me? And she did get immunity. So she can say all she wants and explain it all she wants. And there's nothing going to do to her because she's received immunity from this particular case. But the reality is she was a part of the act. Personally, my opinion, I'm not for women, I'm not for men, I'm for the reality. My whole thing is when we abuse as women and someone abuses us, we remove ourselves or we'll call the police, we'll do what we have to do. And it sometimes takes time because some women do get caught into, is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Or you could be so in love with this person, you believe what the person say to keep you there. You experience that. But most abused women that have truly, they call the phone at least one time. And they tell somebody. I don't remember hearing in her case of her telling anybody. Okay, so my thing is, if it was as horrific as she claimed it to be, and I'm not trying to put her down, what I'm saying is, if you're in that situation and you believe someone is putting you in a situation, you can remove yourself, no matter how aggressive they are, no matter if they're stalking you. If all that's taking place and you don't want to be a part, you can what? Make a report. Go to police. And none of those things took place by this young lady. So that right there kind of gets me needing more information. How about that? Because when I was in my abusive relationship, you could go and see that I called about this and there was a warrant for his arrest. You see what I mean? There's going to be something or somebody is going to know about it. You got me? Unless this is something I enjoy too. This is something I don't mind. This is something I don't care about, others, knowing. You got me? So, or just not knowing. I'm going to say something. You got me? And I'm not, and get me understand, women, don't get upset with me. I'm just giving you based on this case. I'm not for it, against it, and I'm not really truly watching it. I'm just, getting just bits and pieces and understanding about this going on. But right now, I talked about the fetish for you to understand why is, talked about. Okay? All right. Now, I may have given you the wrong, if I think about it. Okay, so exhibitionist is when, you're being watched, right? Exhibitionism is when you're being watched. Yeah, okay, so being watched, and voyeurism is when you like watching others. Okay, yeah, because I'm sorry guys, I had to think in my head for a minute. I don't think I said that right. I gotta get my study back up. All right, so a voyeurism is when you like to watch others, and exhibitionism is when you like being watched. So you like somebody to watch you when you're having sex. Okay, am I saying it right? Yeah. Okay, I got it. All right, now Here's the thing about fetishes, and the reason why most people don't know about them is that it's the fear of control, it's the fear of privacy, fear of exposure. Um, they feel some people don't talk about it because they think it's associated with abuse. Some fetishes come off abuse, like when you're in dominatrix relationship. That involves choking, chains, whips, controlling someone. You get those come off as though they're involving the association of abuse. And this is why a lot of people don't tell their fetishes, okay? Because of legal and social consequences. And this is what Diddy is dealing with, which is illegal and social consequences, which is what he has done is not, in my opinion, criminal, okay? Because those were his desires with a woman that he had a relationship with, and he wanted to experience those things, okay? But that is part of why most people don't tell you their fetishes, because of how you see them and what you think of them and what you may say about them. And you just may feel that they are degraded, degrading. They don't have a lot of ethical about themselves. And here is the thing: fetishes can come off, like a stigma or misunderstanding. But it's you as an individual that may have experienced something in your lifetime that causes you to desire someone in that stage. You got me? And this is why the fetishes come about. So it's many more that I'm going to talk about. We'll do that on another talk. But I kind of wanted to just talk about why, people have these fetishes and why it came about. This and I had a conversation, like I said, with my girlfriend about Diddy's case and what she was asking me, my thought process about what I saw going on within this case. Okay. So I was just giving you some of that information. I hope the conversation that we had tonight would just gave some of you who didn't have too much of an understanding. If not, try to go back. Some of the videos I'm going to try to save. Some I don't know how to save. So some, it get cut off sometime, and so I apologize. I'll try to do my best. That's why I'm going to do every other day live, so you can get the me talking of on one where you can get the whole thing. Okay, so thank you for joining me, guys. Hey Pam, how you doing? Thank you for joining me, guys. So hey Terry, hey Daniel and Stino, how you doing? But if you guys ever, John, I see you talking to me, calling me light skin. That's not me, John. That's that light. The light is doing it. I don't know what's going on with, the lighting. I'll find a better light. That's the bright light. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Napoleon, how you doing? And Pam Guthrie, thank you. But I wanted to just quickly, guys, give you my take on the types of fetishes. That is just part. There's more types of fetishes. I will come back. We'll do another talk down the road about fetishes, because I'm going to have another conversation on something else Monday about fetishes. Okay, guys? So thank you for joining me tonight. If you have any questions and I don't get any answer any questions tonight for you guys, I'll make sure I come back and do that. Make sure you go to the into the link where my name is either up there or down there, and try to put some comments down there, and then and let me know what you want me to talk about, and what you like to know about, what you need help in. Okay, so make sure you go and do that for me, guys. And thank you for liking and following me and watching. And I will be back. You'll have a video come up tomorrow. I don't remember what I'm talking about. I be talking every day. But I think I talked about struggling with something. Something I talked about that I put up that is going to be coming out tomorrow, Sunday. So look out for that, okay? I don't remember what I did, but it's a good talk. So make sure you watch it, guys. So thank you for joining me. Did anybody have a question before I go? I don't think I did. I think I did, but see, on one of my streamings is so many that just come through. It's hard for me to get some of the questions. That's why I said go back to my link, go back into the comment and leave me any questions that you want, okay? And I'll come back, have a talk about it, and say hello to you. Hey, Charles. Hey, is that Clarence? Hey, Clarence Bolt. How you doing? But make sure you guys do that for me, and we will be talking more, okay? So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful evening tonight. I'll see you live Monday night. And I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but join me. It's always going to be a great one. Okay? So I will be talking to you soon. Take care. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon, okay? So make sure you stay apart. And I will see you soon. Take care. I don't know how to do this stuff, guys. I've been trying to figure out. See you soon. Okay, how do you...